Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players and Star Wars fans. This is Antitesh Ordo. Today I'm going to be covering the Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. We got the official trailer that came out today on 6/8/2019, which is phenomenal. I actually like the trailer. I'm actually excited for this game. It's going to be an interesting game, even though I'd rather play with like a bounty hunter or something like Jango Fett. But it's still fun to play as a Jedi too. Because I did have fun with the Force Unleashed 1 and 2. I did have fun with Jedi Outcast, as well as KOTOR 1 and 2. So this game is definitely gonna be fun. Even though this isn't like KOTOR, because KOTOR was, RPG based. But hey, this is still awesome. So I'm gonna be really more talking about the characters of this game and possibly making it into Star Wars Battle or Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, as well as maybe some skins for Star Wars Battlefront 2. But mostly I'm going to talk about Galaxy of Heroes. So first off, the main character is Cal Kestis, and he has his trusty droid B1D or BD1, and so he's another character that's just like Iden Versio. They have to have a back droid, a backpack type droid, and I'm like, that is actually a cool concept. Actually, it's really handy. It's smaller than an astromech. It could do almost just as much as an astromech, but it's just smaller and handier. It's less likely to get shot, unless you get shot in the back while it's there. Then it protects you and dies. But outside of that, it's still a really handy effect. Because Iden Versio used one. I think it was like the Seventh Sister from Star Wars Rebels used one. So overall, yes, cool little concept of a droid. Maybe not my favorite design for backpack droids. I think Iden Versio's just looks better. Hers as well as Seventh Sisters. But, this droid looks kind of cool still. But Cal Kestis, I see easily being tagged as Jedi as well as a Rebel, just because here's a picture here of him actually working with Saw Gerrera. So, I'm not going to talk about him just yet. I'm going to continue talking about a few others. So, I don't know about this character. I think she was just in the trailer, so we might see her, we might not. We don't know what her role is, so right now I don't see her right now. Also, before going though, I want to say that the Jedi Fallen Order, they could add some characters from this game to Galaxy of Heroes when it comes out, the month it does come out, which I don't remember when it does come out. But anyways, other than, if not that, then they might do it after the Clone Wars content and either before or after Star Wars Episode 9, because in the Escape podcast, they were talking about that we're going to get a lot of characters for the Clone Wars era from Clone Wars, so be prepared for that, and I've already done a video talking about it. But Carrie does say that there's going to be a break after, so that people aren't like exploded, flooded, kind of like, KOTOR era, even though I didn't mind KOTOR era. I was enjoying it, even though I'm still farming KOTOR era like a year later. Still farming Fallen Bastila, well, not a year later for Fallen Bastila, but Fallen Bastila, Juhani, and Karth. I'm trying to get them done with this double drop, not AXP, but double drop week, so that I can get Darth Revan. That's my push right now. So, but outside of that, yeah. But yeah, I feel like these characters will come in maybe between Clone Wars content and the Episode 9, or sometime after Episode 9. We'll see if they do add any of them. But yeah, we got a Rebel and a Jedi add in. But we also got the Second Sister, which would have hate towards Jedi and Rebels. Just like most Empire tend to do, is mostly towards Rebels than Jedi. But Second Sister, just like the Inquisitorius. Honestly, another thing with the Inquisitorius, I could still see the rest of them come in from Star Wars Rebels, being the Grand Inquisitor, the Seventh Sister, the Fifth Brother, and the Eighth Brother. So, and then we have the Second Sister. That's a team of 5. So, hey, who knows? We'll see what happens with that. Like, there would be a small Inquisitorius tag. They would have some hate towards Jedi, as well as Rebels, and that's it, And then we also got Purge Troopers, which is this one, as well as, the melee weapon one. I feel like just Galaxy of Heroes, if they do Purge Trooper, I feel like they could do one of 3 things. They can do separate ones, so this is, 1 and 1, or no, 1 or 2 things. Or they have it where they have it this way, and then, which I was thinking they would do something like this with, I like how they're using clone trooper rifles. Well, I would thought they would have done this with Zeb, because Zeb's weapon is a blaster that turns into a melee weapon, but they only made him melee. They could have done a thing where he had an ability where he turned his blaster into a melee weapon, and then continue on attacking from there. So blaster would be defensive wise, and offensive wise would be the melee weapon. That would have been kind of cool to see with Zeb. So maybe they'll work it out later in the future. But Purge Trooper wise, yeah, this is, they could do one Purge Trooper, but this one just has a different pauldron than. So that's why I'm thinking this one pauldron, the red one would be blaster wise, and then this one would be melee combat wise. So yeah, we'll have to see what they do if they do Purge Troopers. Another thing is Battlefront 2 wise, they could do this skin with Death Trooper reinforcement, and maybe instead of Death Trooper they just call it something else, and then you'd have the Purge Trooper or the Death Trooper as melee. I meant range, sorry. And then if they ever do a melee class, there you go. You got the Purge Trooper along with the Royal Guard and a few others. So, but yeah, there's those two characters. Next, we have Saw Gerrera, Rebel. But I feel like he could be kind of the Grievous for Rebels in some ways. Like, I know he supported his Rebel troops, but he only supported his, close band of Rebel troops. He kind of didn't like Mon Mothma's Rebel troops, essentially. He did some dark things just to fight the Empire, and he was essentially the reason why the Empire started calling the Rebels terrorists. Probably one of the reasons is because of his terrorist deeds. Of course, I don't know why he has this on his armor. It deflects your, or not deflects, but it blocks your view. Yeah, it looks cool, but that's it. It's blocking your view in combat. So unless it actually goes down or something, I don't know. But anyways, Saw Gerrera easily making it into the Galaxy of Heroes easily. I can see it. I don't know why they didn't do it with Rogue One or even Star Wars Rebels. They could have done it, but Star Wars Rebels just was limited. Rogue One, we had quite a few characters brought in. So, but anyways, there is also a melee scout trooper, which I gotta find a picture of. I might just have to. Come on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. Fallen Order. I'm saving you guys time. Saving you guys tedious time. Where is that picture? Jedi Fallen Order. Let's take this off. And it should be, because it was actually right here. So we have a melee-based scout trooper, which it's interesting. It's a cool, interesting design. We can easily see this game come into the game as one of two scout trooper options, and this is also could be a melee option for Battlefront. But another thing is I like the skin for just a regular specialist scout trooper armor, so it changes it up a bit, because we need some new armor for Battlefront 2. So we might actually see the skin in Battlefront 2. But going to Galaxy of Heroes, we could see this as another Imperial Trooper option. So we could get two Purge Troopers, Imperial in this thing here, and there you go. You got some Imperial Troopers from this game taken over, and then finally, one last one, which I'm surprised we did not see this with Rogue One, as this little scene here at the end. What's this? It's K2SO. Not really. There it is. The droid model K2SO is based on. Except K2SO is, Rebel based. But why did we not see a Imperial version? It would, I know, get mixed up. But I think, honestly, I know it would sound weird, but having a Imperial version of this, kind of doing the same thing that Imperials do, or the same thing that K2SO does, but this Imperial one, like basic and special, but instead of calling, Cassian in to assist, they could have a 45% chance to call in a random Imperial ally to assist. So there's just some synergy with Empire that way. Of course, they still need to rework K2SO's Zeta because it's garbage. But, maybe having K2SO's, counterpart into the game. I didn't think of I was planning on doing a Star Wars, what's Rogue One. I've already done episode 1. I'm still going to be going through all the movies. What Rogue One can bring to Galaxy of Heroes. I have some prepped videos, but I didn't actually think of doing this character. But because of the Jedi Fallen Order, between game demo gameplay as well as the trailer, I feel like this character is definitely worth. Boom! Yeah, that's right. Gatling heavy trooper. There's that scout trooper. Yeah, this game's awesome. I'm ready for it. But like I said, those are some possible character inclusions for Galaxy of Heroes. I feel like the Empire is still lacking in some areas to be up there because Sith Empires are so dominant, but that's thanks to, lo and behold, Darth Revan. But I feel like the Empire could have some more tech added to their arsenal, but unfortunately we're not going to get there at this time. I feel like if we get some more Imperial Rebel love, it'll be next year, because Clone Wars is like dominant right now. This last year was KOTOR era with bounty hunters as scoundrels, a bit of scoundrels, but it was mostly KOTOR. This year has been we finished up KOTOR into this year, and now it's been nothing but Clone Wars, which is awesome. But I hope that we have a little sub faction here and there outside of First Order and Resistance from the Star Wars Episode 9 at the end of the year. Probably that'll be like a November-December thing, where we're going to probably get Galaxy of Heroes or Clone Wars era stuff from now until like August, September range. And maybe like September we may get Jedi Fallen Order. If we may not, I would have thought that we would have gotten some, Grievous love last November, but we didn't. So, yeah, things change. Everything changed. So everything's subject to change. So I hope we get to see some characters from this game. I do love the look of the Purge Troopers. They did really well, like they did with the Death Trooper. So, from Rogue One. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Would you like to see some of these characters make it into Galaxy of Heroes for the Empire, as well as, the 1 or 2 for the Rebels? Other than that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those that watch the videos I make, and you guys have a phenomenal day.